Marrakesh, the ancient pulsating city.
We're gonna navigate the souks, the desert, the food.
And critically, the real costs.
Yes, the verifiable costs of making this trip not just happen, but making it, unforgettable.
That's the key part, I think. Because Marrakesh has so many layers, historical, cultural, financial, and the goal is efficiency.
Right.
We want you to walk away from this with knowledge that can literally save you hundreds of dollars. And maybe more importantly, avoid those huge trip-ruining mistakes.
The kind of mistakes that are easy to make in a place with so much sensory overload. You step outside the airport and it's just this immediate, intense shock to the system.
It's not just the heat, is it?
It's the colors, but it's also the energy. The sound of mopeds, merchants calling out, and that smell.
That incredible mix of leather, mint tea, and just dozens of different spices.
It hits you instantly. And that intensity throws you straight into the city's ancient heart, the old Medina.
We should probably find that right away. The Medina is the original city, the historic core inside these ancient walls.
Calling nearly 1,000-year-old pink-walled maze.
A UNESCO World Heritage Site too, so it's historically significant on a global scale.
A 1,000-year-old pink maze. That sounds both magical and
like a mapping nightmare.
Exactly, which is a perfect place to start. Let's talk about mastering those streets.
So the first thing you have to accept is the navigation challenge, right up front.
People think they can just use their phone.
And that's the first mistake. The feedback is overwhelming. Deep in those narrow alleyways, Google Maps is, and I'm quoting a source here, kind of useless.
I found this one anecdote where a traveler got truly, properly lost 5 times.
On the first day.
On the first day alone, even with a fully charged phone. So the practical tip here isn't just a suggestion, it's a survival tool.
Download an offline map.
You have to, before you even leave your hotel's Wi-Fi. It will save you hours of frustration.
Right. The GPS signal might work, but the street-level mapping just can't keep up with how dense it is.
So once you find your way, you eventually end up at the heartbeat of the city.
The chaotic, overwhelming, incredible Jemaa el-Fnaa Square.
And it has this complete dual personality, which makes it so fascinating.
Totally. During the day, it's pretty manageable. You've got fruit stalls, henna artists.
But then the sun starts to go down.
And it transforms into what? Total chaos?
The drum circles come out, the snake charmers, all the food vendors.
It's a full-on sensory barrage, which can be a bit much if you just walk straight into the middle of it.
Which leads to the best advice for this.
Don't dive in right away.
Exactly. Grab a fresh orange juice, which still costs about $1. Amazingly, find a rooftop cafe.
And just watch it all from above. People watch the organized frenzy. It's the perfect vantage point.
From there, you just sort of flow into the marketplace that surrounds it.
The souks, which are, again, this massive interconnected labyrinth of little shops and stalls. This is where the real commercial heart of Marrakesh beats.
And this is where you're gonna find all those iconic Moroccan things, the leather bags, the lanterns, the spices.
And the Berber carpets, of course.
Which brings up the question of price. And this is where a lot of travelers, they get a bit stuck.
Right. We need to be very clear about this. In the souks, there are no fixed prices. Haggling isn't just okay.
It's expected. It's part of the culture. They'll almost be disappointed if you don't play the game.
But there's a protocol. You can't just offer anything.
No, the sources are clear. You start aggressively. The rule of thumb is to begin at half the asking price.
And then you work your way up to meet somewhere in the middle. It's a dance. You need patience, a good sense of humor.
And you have to be willing to walk away.
That's the key. Now, here's the crucial logistical tip that makes bargaining so much easier.
Oh, this one's good.
Always carry small bills. Lots of them.
Because if you try to buy a small item and you pull out a huge note,
they'll almost always say they can't make change, which just kills your bargaining power and pressures you to pay more.
It's a simple but brilliant tip. Okay, so after a day of getting lost in haggling, let's talk about where you stay. Accommodation and some of those must-see cultural spots.
You basically have 2 main options. An immersive riad, which is a traditional house inside the Medina.
Or a more structured resort outside the walls. We have a great real-world example of the resort option. The Iberostar Waves Club Palmeraie.
This was an all-inclusive, so it gives us a good cost baseline. Rooms were running about, what, $140 to $260 a night?
Yeah, the price paid in the example was around $200 a night. And that covered all your food, all your drinks.
And the food was apparently fantastic. Big buffets, lots of traditional tagines, fresh fish, all of it.
But here's the trade-off. For that $200, you get comfort, but you do sacrifice a bit of that immersion.
And the big caveat was the Wi-Fi. It was really unreliable. So if you need to do any remote work,
This might not be the place for you. But the massive advantage it had was the free shuttle into the city.
which is essential since you're outside the walls, that shuttle is what gets you to the cultural highlights.
So let's talk about those. First on the list has to be the Ben Youssef Madrasa.
Architecturally, it's just stunning. It's an old Islamic school from the 14th century, but the real star is the tile work.
The zellage, these
Yeah.
tiny hand-chiseled geometric mosaics.
It's just this incredible convergence of engineering and art, and entry is super affordable, maybe $5.
Then you go from that intricate architecture to colorful calm.
The Jardin Majorelle and the Yves Saint Laurent Museum next door.
That electric cobalt blue color. Majorelle blue, world famous.
And it has this great history, created by a French painter, but saved from developers by Yves Saint Laurent himself.
For both, you're looking at a combined cost of around $15. A really nice contrast to the pink of the Medina.
Definitely. And the last required stop for history lovers is the Bahia Palace.
A 19th century masterpiece. Fountains, courtyards, incredible ceilings.
All for about $7 entry. You get a real taste of Moroccan royalty for a very low price.
And for those with a bigger budget, there is one major splurge.
The Sunrise Hot Air Balloon Ride.
Unreal views of the Atlas Mountains as the sun comes up. That'll set you back about $165 to $200.
Okay, so let's shift from history to adventure and food, because this is where Marrakesh offers just exceptional value for money.
We have to start with the bucket list item.
Camel riding.
Of course. The sources all describe it as just peaceful, slow, and surreal, especially a sunset ride in the Agafay Desert.
And the cost is incredible. You're talking $20 to $30 per person for a ride that lasts an hour or two.
And that usually includes the traditional mint tea ceremony afterward.
A huge cultural impact for a very low cost. The tip here is to look for packages that include a visit to a Berber camp. Adds so much depth.
Right. Now, let's contrast that slow camel ride with its total opposite.
Quad biking, the high-energy adrenaline-fueled option.
A half-day tour for this is about $40 to $50 a person. You're going through desert trails, rocky hills.
And past remote Berber villages. But there's a crucial tip from the sources here.
goggles.
An absolute must. Otherwise, you'll be eating dust for hours.
What's really interesting, though, is how they package these things.
It's aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can combine the quads biking, the camel ride, and dinner into one package.
For only $60 to $80, that kind of value is just, well, it's almost unheard of in other big tourist spots.
Okay, moving from the physical to the culinary, the cooking class.
This is framed as an essential hands-on experience, a skill you can actually take home.
Prices range from $35 to $75. We saw a great example that cost $50.
And it wasn't just cooking. It started with a shopping trip in the local souk to get the ingredients.
That interaction is half the fun. Then you go back and learn to make a proper tagine, Moroccan salads, homemade bread. It's a great way to connect.
And for the grand finale, the ultimate magical night out.
The desert dinner. The atmosphere is just magical is the word everyone uses. You're under the stars.
Lanterns, low seating, traditional Berber music. It's pure theater.
And again, the price is what makes it so accessible. For $40 to $60 a person, you get transport, a short camel ride, a multi-course dinner, and a live fire show.
Just a powerful, powerful experience. Okay, we've covered the fun stuff. Now we have to ground it in practical reality. Money, safety, getting around.
Let's start with money.
Yeah.
Currency is the Moroccan dirham. And the absolute key rule you must know.
You can't take it out of country.
Legally, no. So only exchange what you really think you'll need.
To give you an idea of daily spend, the sources break it down pretty clearly. Budget travelers can get by on $30 to $50 a day.
Mid-range is more like $80 to $150. That gets you a nice Riyadh sit-down dinners. Luxury is $200 plus.
Now, ATMs are common, but
shops, market stalls, and taxis are cash only. Always.
and tipping is expected. Round up your taxi fare and plan for 5 to 10% at restaurants.
And one important cultural note for planning. Friday is prayer day. A lot of the smaller shops in the souks will be closed until the afternoon.
Good to know. Okay, crucial travel tips for, respect and comfort. Dress code.
This is important. Modesty is key. Covered shoulders and knees, especially in the Medina or any religious site.
It's not just a suggestion, it shows respect and it will genuinely enhance your experience.
And this one, we cannot stress enough. Do not drink the tap water.
Ever. Stick to bottled water. It's incredibly cheap, like 50 cents a bottle, and you need to stay hydrated in that heat.
Okay, now for the most, let's say, frustrating part of navigating the Medina.
The unofficial guides.
Yes. People who will just start helping you find your way without you asking.
They are relentless, and they will absolutely expect a tip, or worse, they'll try to steer you into a specific shop.
The best strategy is simple: politeness and confidence. Just say, La shukra. No thank you, and keep walking like you know exactly where you're going,
Even if you don't.
especially if you don't. Learning a few basic phrases like shukran for thank you and salam for hello also goes a very long way.
Definitely. Okay, finally, transportation.
The Medina itself is mostly walkable. You just need comfortable shoes.
For longer trips across town, taxis are cheap, like $2 to $5 cheap.
And this is a very, very but.
You have to agree on the price before you get in the car.
Absolutely must.
Oh.
If you don't, you are almost guaranteed to be charged an inflated tourist rate when you arrive. It's one of the most common mistakes.
For travel between cities, the options are great. Buses are affordable, maybe $8 to $10 to get to the coast. And the trains are comfortable and safe for longer trips to places like Fez.
And one last logistical tip: pre-book your airport transfer.
Oh yeah. Trying to drag a suitcase through those narrow, crowded Medina streets is a recipe for a terrible start to your trip.
Just pay a little extra to be dropped off right at your door. It's worth every penny.
Hey, what about safety?
Generally, it's very safe, but you need big city common sense. Pickpocketing can happen in crowded places like the Souks.
So a money belt is a good idea. Keep valuables secure.
Exactly. But the main takeaway from every source was that Moroccans are, for the most part, overwhelmingly friendly and welcoming.
We've covered a remarkable amount of ground today. From those 1,000-year-old walls to the quad bikes to that desert dinner.
And I think the essence of Marrakesh is clear, it's intense, it's colorful, delicious,
Unforgettable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the core advice is to just lean into the chaos, don't fight it, embrace the beautiful complexity of it all.
And this whole deep dive into the costs, it highlights something really peculiar about the tourism economy there, which is a great final thought to leave you with. We talked about that desert dinner package, transport, a multi-course meal, a show, all for $40 to $60.
Incredible value.
But then you compare that to the simple entry fee for a historical site like Bahia Palace, which is $7.
So the question is, how?
How do these modern, adventure-focused operators deliver so much logistical complexity for such a low price point compared to the cost of preserving history?
It suggests there's a really interesting dynamic at play.
A dynamic between Morocco aggressively marketing its tourist future
And delicately preserving its 1,000-year-old past. Something to mull over as you book your ticket.